Welcome back to WBB. Today we've got 3 bases to share with you guys from Champs 1 CWL, starting off with this base here. Now this base has a great spread of the defenses, and I especially like the positioning of the fire spitters. The attacker either has to go the long way to the town hall, which also gives them trouble of traps and Teslas here, or they have to go from the top closer to the town hall straight into the fire spitter. We also have lots of traps along the top side for those pesky Royal Champion charges. With that, let's take a look at a replay. And here we go, taking a look at the first replay. It is going to be a dragon attack, and keep in mind, if you guys want to give this base a try for yourself, all the links for these bases will be down in the description below. If you put them on, just let us know how they do down in the comments below. But this one is kicking off. We've got the giant arrow to start it off. Then we got lots of dragons. We got the blimp over the top for the town hall. Rage, clone, he's going to drop in, I would assume some Yetis. No, he's going to go with balloons here and try to get these balloons cloned up into the town hall. But he actually missed his back 2 clone spells because the sweepers kept the balloons from getting connected to those extra spells. So he's going to swag 6 housing space of spells. We do have some dragons still on the right side of the base. We got some dragon riders up there as well. Looks like the king and the queen on the left side. The queen's gone down, so the king's picked up the healers, and he's going to walk around for a bit. But at the moment, nothing's going to be going in through the core of this base. Got 1 sweeper still left alive, but these dragons are struggling to get through that top side. Now we got that fire spitter getting some damage on that dragon and electro dragon. Royal Champion coming in late from the right side of the base. She'll join up with the dragon riders, try to push through these right side defenses. They are going to kind of maneuver behind the fire spitters here, despite starting off on the top side of the base. But everything at this point is kind of fizzled down. We've got just a few dragons left. 1 dragon rider remains. Royal Champion has to pop her ability. They did get hit by that Giga Bomb as well, but everything is going to fizzle. This is going to be a nice defense. Let's move on to base number 2. And here we go with base number 2. I love the way the traps are set up on this one to be more anti-Royal Champion charge, because it's highly likely she's either going to go from the top or the bottom straight towards one of these ricochet cannon multi-archer compartments. So we got the giant bombs there, and ideally that'll help kill the fox and get a little bit less value out of the Royal Champion charge. Overall, that's again, a nice spread of the defenses, nice coverage of the fire spitters. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this one holds up. Alright, so this one is going to be a dragon rider attack, a little bit unusual, but we do see it from time to time, and let's see how the base holds up against this one. We're going to start off with a quick little blimp, a lava hound used there to make sure the blimp gets to where it needs to go, I suppose, and it's actually going to be a super archer blimp, something else we don't really see very often, but this one looks like it is going to be successful. Takes down the town hall. It's going to take up the gear tower and get a little extra value here, including the air defense, the scatter shot. So you don't see super archer blimps super often, but this is actually working out pretty well for the start of this attack. But it's going to start fizzling away here. It's gotten pretty much all the value it was looking for, except for maybe that single inferno on the right side of the base. That might have been something that he was hoping to get as well. But like I said, overall great value. Let's see what is going to be next from here, as he's kind of looking at the map, waiting to go. There we go. Get a wall breaker from the bottom side of the base. It just opens up to that dark elixir storage. Not quite what he was hoping for there. We got the king coming in, queen, ice golem, so it's going to be a nice little hero dive from the bottom side. All right, another wall break on the left side, and it does open up to the expo over there. Okay, ice golem going to freeze up the bomb tower. Not super helpful here. He's being very patient. We're going to send in some balloons and send in the Royal Champion, Warden, and Dragon Riders from the right side straight into that single inferno, and just kind of let those troops work their way around the base, or at least that's the idea. They're going to have some trouble from these sweepers, mostly that one down towards the bottom. It's going to be pushing these troops right out of the core of the base. All right, we still have the hero push going on the bottom side. We'll kind of try to keep an eye on both here as they both start to progress. King's ability going off. We got the Giant Gauntlet and the Rage Vial there. It's going to be able to get through some more buildings at the bottom side. Warden's ability to keep the Dragon Riders alive. He was able to, fortunately, dodge that tornado trap in the core of the base. And now we got the Fire Spitter. We got the Sweeper, both working against these Dragon Riders. Royal Champion's still in the mix, but she has already popped her ability. Fox is still alive for now. Looks like it is going to go down. Dragon Riders are starting to fade away. We've only got a few left on the top side of the base. The Royal Champion barely hanging in. Down goes another Dragon Rider, and the other 2 are low. There goes another one, and the last Dragon Rider drops, and just like that, there's no army left, and there's still quite a bit of base left alive. Nice try to this guy, but it's going to be another defense. And last but not least, we got base number 3 here, and this one quite a bit different from the other two with that packed in core and then that dead space all around in that middle area. So let's take a look at the last replay and see how it does. Alright, for this replay, it is going to be a mass dragon attack, starting off quickly with the giant arrow. Didn't really get anything of value there with the arrow. I think he might have been trying to go for that sweeper in the core, but he does end up missing it. But here we go with a lot of dragons from the top left side of the base. We do have that rage gem on the warden, blimp over the top. And then something I didn't mention earlier, but something you always want to keep an eye on is what troops are being run in the clan castle. Drops in his blimp a little bit short, tries to clone the Yetis in towards the core. Looks like we do have an ice golem CC on this one, so the ice golems will get pulled out to the Yetis. Alright, dragons trying to push their way into the core. Again, that was a big mishap with the clone spells, trying to get everything into the middle, but for some reason it just didn't quite make it there. Now we got the royal champion with the rocket spear from the left, but look at these dragons at the core. They are absolutely struggling with all of this damage, trying to get through, and that sweeper just pushing them back. And just like that, an entire army of dragons is pretty much faded away. Just the last few going down now. Dragons are completely gone. And he still has quite a bit of base to get through. We still have the monolith multi-archer tower, the minion prince on defense on the back end of the base. But look at that, a beautiful defense here for base number 3. Be sure to check out the WBB socials on screen. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.